Um, I have been in contact with Avia since Saturday when I immediately checked in on her to make sure that she was safe. So we've been in contact back and forth for, a little over a week. And she called me on Thursday, just feeling like she needed to do something for our New Hampshire community. And I lovingly said to her, once a New Hampshire shlicha, always a New Hampshire shlicha. She is in Israel currently, thinking of the New Hampshire community. I know she said the New Hampshire community has reached out to her. So she's just going to spend some time sharing what it's like being in Israel right now, what is going on with her, so everyone knows that she's safe and what she has going on, where she is. And then we'll end with some questions and opportunity to share. So I will hand it over to Avia.
Hi, everybody. So first of all, thank you so much for reaching out to me. And I got so many messages and I feel very taken care of, and I really appreciate it. It's like difficult times for us here in Israel. We truly live, it's a nightmare for everyone because we all know someone who knows someone who knows someone. I actually been in Sinai when everything started. I woke up, I had the most wonderful morning. I had breakfast I'm in Egypt and everything is okay. And then I opened my phone after 3 days and I saw that there are rockets and kidnap people and terror attack, and it was very overwhelming. So the first thing that I did was to leave Egypt as fast as I can. I would say that they were like the people in Egypt and in the border really, like, everybody was panicked, all the Israelis, and there have been a lot of Israelis there during this time. So they really try to get us fast and like to help us to arrive to Israel as fast as we can. And then I arrived to Israel and I stayed in Eilat for 2 days just to understand what's going on, because in the beginning everything was very unclear. It was a mess for us. And it was mostly surreal. Like you can't wrap your head around what's going on. You see pictures, you hear people, but you don't believe that it's true. The first people that I saw that was murdered is actually a very good friend. Is the head of and the the Moatza of Sha'ar HaNegev. His name was Ophir, and he was killed during it. He like left his home in the morning to help out and fight for his kibbutz, and he was killed. And I'm opening my phone, and this is the first person I saw that was murdered, and I knew him personally. I worked with him weekly. And even now, when I'm telling you guys about it, I can't believe that it's true. Like it's very weird to think that it actually happened. And then after 2 days in Eilat, a friend and I drove from Eilat to the center of Israel. It was very scary because you have rockets and you don't know if there are still like someone from Hamas that's walking around, and we just wanted to arrive to a safety place. And thank God we arrived and everything was okay. And since then, I'm with my family. I'm in my brother's apartment with my mother. She also left Kiryat Shmona because the north is also unsafe. Um, so this is like how we live now. It's day by day, and every time we open the news or the social media, we just pray not to see someone else we know that is kidnapped or killed or something like that. And I feel very lucky to be alive right now, because this party was the party in Kibbutz Reim was something that so many people I know been there. Like my cousin was there. She got shot in her leg and she's safe now, but she actually needed to like lie down under dead bodies to hide herself. And I feel like what's going on is that it's not only that even the people who've been there that came back, they need to figure out how they can like help themselves, their soul, their, you know, their mental health, that it's very important. And I think that our fight is not only in Gaza Strip or in the north. I think the fight is also global, because what we see now, it's anti-Semitic, because it's anti-humanity, because nobody who can do something like that deserves that someone will support him. And Hamas is a terror organization, and I feel that so many people in the world don't understand that, and they think it's still like Palestinians vs Israelis, and it's so far from it. Because what happened in the south is, this is the Holocaust, okay? This is things that we haven't seen since the Holocaust. The kind of things, the kind of acts that they've done, it's unspoken. And I think that all of us as a community, the global Jewish community, we need to be very strong and stay together and explain that it's not the situation, that it's a hate crime. It's a very big hate crime. So I feel like here in Israel, I feel like I really try to do as much as I can, and you know, like people are commenting on posts on Facebook and stuff like that, and we try to fight this, but it's bigger than this. And I'm sure that also where you are as a community is scary right now to be, it's scary everywhere. And that's it. So I'm okay as much as I can. I try to do my best. I'm volunteering in a very big, I'm managing like a Facebook page that have 50,000 volunteers. And every day we are working on the Facebook page. We try to see who needs help, who can help this person, and we are making connections, because so many people need things like clothes and homes and transportation and stuff and everybody in Israel as people, we united. Is a long time I haven't seen my country like this. Like everybody want to help. My friends want to volunteer everywhere. People are going personally or doing things from far. Each one is donating something. And it doesn't matter anymore if you are, it's not political, it's nothing. People just want to help and be together. And I think this is the light, right? This is like the hope that that's shown right now, like how people are really try to be like brothers and sisters, and it's working. And you see the soldiers, how the morale, you see how they passionate about like protecting the country, protecting Israel. And this is incredible. Most of the people I know is reserved, and people that I love, very good friends of mine. Everybody is like contributing something. Yeah, and this is how things are right now. It's been a week since this awful day, and we just, as in Israel, as country, as people, we try to stay together, stick together, and just remember that everything we are doing right now is for the soldiers, is for the people who've been in hell in the south, and they survived. So they arrived to the center of Israel, or they are in Elat, and so many people volunteer to help them, families. And you know, it's like from babysitting to go there and play some music or bring them some food or clothes. And I think this is the beauty of us as a community. And I have to say also thank you here, because I know the Jewish community is supporting us from all over the world. And I know the New Hampshire community is supporting us, and I feel it personally, and I know it's bigger than this, and I know each one of you doing something for sure. So I just want to say toda as well. Yes, and that's it. If you have any questions for me, feel free to ask anything. I would love to answer. And also we can talk about what we can do. And so yeah, you can write down or you can unmute yourself. I would love to hear you guys as well. It's a good to see your faces. Long time.
I have my eye on the if anybody wants to raise their hand. If not,
Yeah.
there's a question that came in
Let's see.
the chat. Hold on 1 second. I lost it.
Cheryl.
It's Dina just talking to me. Sorry. Yeah, so you can put your hand up on your Zoom box. You can put your hand up on your screen. We'll keep an eye out. There's no, feel free to unmute like Avia said.
You can see all of you. Let's see.
Looking for hands up. Yeah. Oh, Cheryl has her hand up. Obviously.
Yes, okay.
It's so good to see your face, sweetheart. You have no idea. I have 2 questions, I guess. Is there any chance that you're going to be called back into this war to fight? And what can we do, really? What is the best thing to send, do, communicate? What's the best thing for us to do?
So the first question is you had is if I'm going to be called.
Yeah.
So no, when I released the army, they actually cut the reserve force and they cut me off. Like they released me from it. So I'm here trying to do the best I can from home. And also I'm post-traumatic. So it's like because my childhood in Kiryat Shmona, if you remember the story, I grew up under rockets. So for me, it's healthier to stay at home and help from like next to the shelter. So this is about me. About what you can do. I think the best you can do is 2 things. First of all, is support Israel. No doubt, no question asked. Yeah, stand with Israel because there is no right to the Hamas to have any support. And this is it, like period. And I think this is to stand with Israel, to support Israel, to talk about it, to stand behind it as much as you can, as much as you feel comfortable with. I think this is the first thing. Second thing, if you want to donate anything, if it's money or equipment or to send letters or whatever, please do it with the right channels. Because so many people, unfortunately, are using the situation. And if you're donating somewhere, please be sure that it's going to the soldiers or it's going to the families who needed that. I can send you guys, I will send Allison a list of links that I know that are safe. And any donation can help right now. People are, unfortunately, you will see it's incredible. Like it's for me, it's to see how people are giving from their money, their time, their effort, their volunteering. People are really like citizens are doing this until the country will figure out, the systems and how to help and it just takes so much time. And now in this moment, so many people need help. So I actually called some of you and I told you that some units need some equipment and they need like specific things right now, like yesterday, not tomorrow, not in a month. And thank you for everybody who answered and helped. So like I said, stand with Israel. And if you do choose to donate, please be sure that if you want to send me the links personally on WhatsApp or email me, I will tell you if it looks right to me or not.
And I'm just going to add, we'll post the link. JFNA has a fund and we'll post the link there. that's how we as Federation are asking for donations to come in. So you can all feel secure in knowing what that looks like. And then Avia can send me the links to other places. We'll make sure that they're vetted and we'll get them out to the community.
Yeah, JNF is great. Like the big organization, the organizations that you know that are for sure, or if I'm sending you specific links that I know that are going to specific units, that it's like a friend of mine who opened the link and stuff like that. So that's the good ones to use. So yes, I think this is the two things that are the most important. I think that the Jewish community all over the world now need to be united and to be for each other. And I always think as us, you know, in Israel, we are part of something bigger. I was telling to people here, like we are part of something so much bigger than you think. There are so many people in the world that see us, that think about us, that want us to have a good life. So we are connected, and this is, you know, this is the way to go. There is no other way. We are brothers and sisters, and we are a big family. And it's not a cliche. We actually see it right now. We see how this connection and this to be just part of this community, how it helps us here in Israel. So yes, this is the two things.
I think Harry has a question.
Yes, Harry. Hi.
You're muted.
Hi, Avi. Good
Hi.
to see you again. My wife Barbara has a question. We're on the road. We just pulled over and I opened up my laptop. So here's Barbara.
Hi, Aria.
Barbara, hi.
Oh, it's good to see you again.
Okay.
I'm kind of confused about the defense of Israel right now. I know Israel's on the offense, but we heard that the Iron Dome was deactivated by some of their cyber whatever tactics, and has the Iron Dome, is it operational again, and are rockets landing in Israel again?
So I never heard about cyber attacks on the Iron Dome, not personally, like I didn't heard about it. So I just told Alison that I actually saw Iron Dome rockets today with my eyes. Like I just saw them working. So they work for sure. First hand, I can tell you. And I think that what's going on right now in Israel is just that it's so messy and it's in so many places that, and they throw rockets in thousands of them. So unfortunately, some of them are landing, but thanks God, a lot of them are shut down with the Iron Dome. And also we have shelters and we have safe rooms. So if people listen to the instructions, most of them will be okay. So this is about the rockets. But we have like 1 or 2 or 3 times a day rockets to Tel Aviv and the area, and to the south they sending all the time. I can say it's less than it used to be because I think that Hamas are saying that it's going to be a long thing, so they try to moderate the use of the rocket. But you know, you never know how their mind is working.
Thank you, Avi. Yisrael Chai.
Amen. עם הנצח האוסכם. כן.
Anybody else?
Any other questions? Please let us know how you reach on your WhatsApp. So I have my WhatsApp, my number, with the same number. I will send you guys. I will write down in the chat. So you can just when you have the WhatsApp web, you look for me and you reach out to me directly, and this is the most like fast and way to reach out to me. Because I'm not always see the messages on Facebook or in my email. Sometimes it goes to spam and stuff like that. So if you want me to answer you quickly, please use WhatsApp. Feel comfortable. I love to talk with each one of you.
There we go.
I'm going to send you my number. Let's see. That's okay. So it's on WhatsApp. Please use the Israeli +972.
Anybody else? Let me just, oh, there's two screens. Let me make sure I'm not missing anybody on the other screen.
I can see Evelyn and Michael.
Oh, they're just waving.
So good to see you.
Oh,
And
okay.
Elaine, yes. Missing you guys so much. I really hope I can visit you all soon when everything will get better. I really miss New Hampshire and all of you. Okay. No other questions? Bye guys. Ari, I see that you're in the you're Barbara, I can see maybe.
Oh, Robin, Robin Rubin, do you have a question? Or,
Hi.
Either Favia or Allison, do we have any information on Ra'anan?
yes, so he was unfortunately with COVID last Saturday when it happened. He was sick. His brother was called into the reserves. And he is not eligible either to go back into reserves. So he is working his job. He's working with teenagers, but he is safe. His family is safe, and his younger brother was called into it.
Yeah, most people are not working right now. It's kind of crazy. Me also, since I came back, I work in a non-profit organization. I work with the teenagers all over like Israel, and it's kind of similar to what I did in New Hampshire. I'm driving all over like statewide, and I have chanichim that are from like 15 years old to 18 years old. But all of them are kind of shocked right now, and unfortunately, some of them lost friends and family members. So we try to be there for them, but it's really is kind of crazy, and so I think that most people are not really working. Like we are working, I don't know, 30%. So we have time to volunteer and help in whatever we can. So this is generally about like what's going on as well in the work part of things. If you're not a doctor or something like that, or working with an international company, a lot of people are just at home, figure out what to do with those right now. So this is maybe also one of the things that I don't know, to keep your hand, like to think about that a lot of people are like unemployed or even just like very boring, like bored. So, and I told Alison if Max want to send letters to soldiers, or if you guys want to send letters, this is a lot, you know. People are very encouraged by it. So just keep in mind that it's something that just to keep the spirit up is also part of the job. Like this is part of us to keep our strength and remember that we're going to win, and Israel is strong, and we're going to be here and stay here. And where do we send letters of support? So you can send. Good question. Actually, I will check it out. I will ask because I'm volunteering in so many places, and so I can ask where we can send letters to specific like so units or specific communities in South that I know that people will love to get something like that.
And I'll find out and I'll disperse it. We're also, 2 years of Momentum Moms have connected with other Momentum Moms in Israel. They've all been called back into reserves also. So we're trying to get information on which units they're at so that we can send letters directly to people we have connections to. And I'll make sure Avia gets me the information on where we can send that to as well.
Very good. Yes, because really there are so many places that will really be encouraged, and makes people very happy to see that the world is looking at what's going on and that we are not alone in this. What happens so often is very cute. I know, Richard, I see what you wrote in the chat. I think this is like I said, this is also a war. How the world is looking at Israel right now, and it's incredible to see that people are seeing babies killed in the most awful way, and then they can say that Israel is doing war crimes. Like, it's really, and I think that, and I said it already when I was the shlicha. I think that today the new anti-Semitism is anti-Israel, it's anti-Zionism. Because it's not cool to say we hate Jews, but it's okay to say we hate Israel. And right now we just see it because it's unbelievable that people can see what happened and they still stand with Hamas. Like, you see it, a terror organization. I'm not even talking about the citizens in Gaza. I'm talking about people who are going out with signs and support Hamas. It's really incredible. So I think that as Jews all over the world, we have to be strong. We need to to stay together. We need to support Israel and show this support with words and with our, it really is one of our struggles. So yes, I think this is a big part of what we are in the Jewish community can do. Yes, Bobby, I see that you want to say.
Hi, Avia. Thank you so much for doing this. And thank you, Allison, for bringing it together. I'm curious, before this happened, there was a lot of political controversy and protest. Has that stopped now that there's a war going on?
In Israel, you mean?
Yes, in Israel.
Yes. So there are still people who are talking about politics, but most of the people are just saying, let's wait with the accusations right now. We need to win, and then we can see who is guilty. It's not the time right now to handle this. And I have to say, from my point of view, we are so united right now in Israel, like we haven't been in a long time. People are, it doesn't matter who you voted for, it doesn't matter what, it doesn't matter, because in the end, when you are fighting next to each other, you are keeping your friends safe, you keep your family safe, and this is the more important thing. So yes, I can say that it's much better. Always there are going to be people who want to, start a fight, but this is not the majority. And most of the people are just want peace right now, inside and outside. And we all of us just want, our normal life. We have beautiful life. We have amazing life, and now I appreciate my life, my normal life right now. We're living a normal life. We're dancing, we're singing, we are going out with friends, we are going to work. This is our life in Israel. Israel is a place of happiness, of peace, of solidarity, of acceptance. This is what Israel is. And we want to keep it. So all of us are keeping this in mind, and we know that after everything will finish, we can cry, and we will have, of our friends, but we're also going to live so fiercely, like we're going to live with so much happiness because they gave their life for it. So keep this in mind and keep your hopes up and spirit up, because we are in Israel. We are so encouraged by each other, and I want also you guys to feel it. The soldiers, the community, the people, families helping to each other. It's really, I never saw something like that since I'm alive, that everybody is volunteering to do something. So yes, I think the situation is better. That's it, yeah.
Anybody else? It's almost midnight in Israel, and Avia is so generously joined us so late. Are there any other questions before we let her? Bobby.
I was wondering, because everyone's telling me, donate to Magen David Adam, donate to Hadassah. But, I'd like them to know that the money's coming from, Jewish New Hampshire. So my question is for Allison, kind of, it's like, what is the Federation going to do with all the donations? How are they going to further it to Israel?
So I just received the report from JFNA where the initial influx of donations went to, and I'm going to put that into an e-blast and get it out to our community this week, just so you can see where your donation dollars are going. They initially were taking the money in, and then because it was so urgent right away that it wasn't initially being dispersed right away. So now that first round of money has been dispersed, and I just received a report, and I will share that with the community so everyone knows where that's going. And I also have information on where they're planning on for right now it to go moving forward. And so I will share that so everyone knows when you make your donation, you'll know exactly where it's going in Israel.
It's very, very important, like I said. And also I'm going to send Alison some links that are going to specific units, and that this is also where you can see your impact, because it's literally getting the right equipment for them for fighting. So it's like, it's incredible. You can see how you contribute to the effort. So I will send something to us, and that I'm sure that it's safe and it's going to the right place. Can Harry? Yeah.
Harry? Oh,
You
Barbara?
are muted, so I mute.
Are they-
Yes.
I was thinking of another question. I know that there are Arabs living within Israel, and I'm wondering if there's any spokespeople or postings on Facebook that you've seen from people who are not Jews and their response to this. So obviously not Hamas, but what is the sentiment that you hear from the Arabs living in Israel?
So it's diverse. There are the Arabs that live in Israel that support Israel with anything they have. They are volunteering. There are so many doctors, like our Arab doctors in Israel. It's very, like, most hospital, you will not believe. We say that there are more Arab doctors than not. And they are working so hard, and they are making so much effort. But there are, unfortunately, and I'm saying it with a lot of sorrow, because I think that Israel gave so many things, so much for these people, that they are supporting Hamas. And you can see that they posting on Facebook, people like school managers, you will not believe it, school managers, people that are students, so many students, that actually universities started to do, like, if they see a student that support Hamas, they are acting, and they're like stopping his school. It's incredible. I never saw something like that. So many organizations are very strict about supporting the terror organization. So now if you are an Arab with Israeli citizen, like you're an Arab that lives in Israel, but you support the terror organization, you actually can be punished on it. So workplaces are firing people that are supporting Hamas. So it's diverse. It's not everybody, because I have very good friends that are Arabs that live in Israel. And they are doing amazing work. And you will see that people also spokers, like people speak in Arabic to explain what's going on. But unfortunately, there are people who are, they just like inside, they live here, they work with the Israelis, they educating Israelis, and they support Hamas. So Israel is going to stop this. Like, if you live here and you support terror organization, there are going to be something going with it. It's not going to be, like, okay with us. So yes, that's a situation. That's an issue. So I don't want to include everybody, because it's not true. There are so many Arabs that live with us that are incredible, and they support Israel, love Israel. So it depends. It depends. But we are following everything. Like the social media today, you can see anything. People are just saying everything they think. So it's very clear. It's very obvious. It's out there. So you know we support Israel. You know who is not. But no more. I think no more. I think Israel now, we are strong, and we are going to keep our inside healthy. Like we want to keep the Israel community with people who support Israel. So this is what's going on also. It's also another thing that's happening right now.
Toda Rabba.
בכיף. Okay.
Anything else?
So it was a very good question.
It was a good question.
It was a good question.
Oh,
Yes,
Robin.
Robin.
Yeah.
I have another question for Allison. Allison, when we donate money through the Federation, is all that money going to Israel or some of it
So if you
going
donate
to
to the link,
administrative?
the link that Dina just put into the chat, 100% of that goes back to Israel right now. There's no administrative costs that
Okay.
are being taken out. 100% goes. And she just put it in the chat link. Thank you, Dina. 100% goes right.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Anything else? I said at the beginning, you know, Avia is a special soul, and I know that I am particularly close and have affection towards Avia, but she's in the middle of Israel right now. She left us in 2021, and she is still here with us, making sure we understand what's going on in Israel at 11:30 at night. And so please, like, she's here for you. She gave you her WhatsApp. Feel free to send her messages, send me messages, and I will send on to her. But Avia, well, you know how much I love you and how much you mean to me. And obviously to our whole New Hampshire community for joining today. So thank you so much. And we all love you here. And thank everybody for joining this afternoon.
Thank you so much for everybody who's here, and I love you so much. And I always say that I have another home in the world, it's New Hampshire, and people don't understand where it is or what's going on. But that's how I feel. So thank you for everything you do and for being so supportive and asking me and sending me questions. And I love you all. Thank you.